Hello, second graders. I'm here with my friend today. His name is Cooper Bear. And the reason he's here with me today is because our two stories, or our one story has to do with a bear. If you want to pause the video, you can get this book, number 172, The Bear. And then while you're at it, go ahead and grab our other book, 171, The Bike Ride. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to, and you can dig through your collection of books that I sent. And as soon as you're ready, go ahead and press start again, and we'll read. So before I read either one of our books that were in your packet, I want to share one of my favorite books. And it kind of goes with our theme today too, a bear on a bike. And this is a rhyming book, and I love rhyming because it's so fun to read. So I'm going to share this with you. So now's your time to just kick back and relax. And I'm going to put Cooper right here on my lap so he can pay attention too. So you probably can't see him when he's on my lap, but I'm here. Okay, here we go. Bear on a bike. And remember, it's rhyming. So after I'm done reading each page, see if you can pick out the rhyming words. Bear on a bike, as happy as can be. Where are you going, Bear? Please wait for me. I'm going to the market where fruit and flowers are sold, where people buy fresh oranges and pots of marigold. Marigold are those beautiful flowers. Bear on a raft, as happy as can be. Where are you going, Bear? Please wait for me. I'm going to a forest where fearsome creatures prowl. Raccoons play and bobcats snarl. And hungry foxes howl. Oh! Did you get the rhyming words? Prowl, howl. I bet you already heard those, didn't you? You found them. Oh, cool. Look at this page. Fun. Bear on a wagon, as happy as can be. Where are you going, Bear? Please wait for me. I'm going to the prairie where wild buffaloes roam, where graceful eagles soar and glide, and prairie dogs make their home. You know what this page reminds me of? Custer State Park. If you ever been to Custer, we love to go to Custer, my family and I. And Custer State Park is known for their big buffalo herd. Bear in a steam train, as happy as can be. Where are you going, Bear? Please wait for me. Did you notice the bear does wait on every page? The boy does end up with the bear. I'm going to the seaside where children love to play, where young friends dig and race and swim while fishes dart away. Isn't this book so colorful? I love it for that reason too. So many reasons why I love this book. I could just read it over and over and over. Bear on a boat, as happy as can be. Where are you going, Bear? Please. See? He does wait for the boy. I'm going to an island where magic star fruits grow, where herons fish in secret groves and sparkling rivers flow. So pretty. Oh, love it. Bear in a balloon, as happy as can be. Where are you going, bear? Please. There he is. I'm going to a rainbow where the earth meets the sky, where the clouds turn into rain and bright winged parrots fly. Bear in a carriage, as happy as can be. Where are you going, bear? Please wait for me. I'm going to a castle where night is turned to day, where princes and princesses dance and merry music plays. Merry means happy, happy music. Bear on a rocket, flying through the night. Where are you going, bear? Goodbye and good night. There he goes off into space. There he is, right on the moon. Okay, well, that was a fun way to start, wasn't it? So let's take a look at our two words, or two books that both have ER. And if you grabbed a highlighter, that's great. I didn't tell you to. I kind of forgot to list all my materials at the beginning of the video here. If you just have a pen or a pencil too, that would be fine. Do you remember when we were in school? Seems like forever ago. But when we were in school together, we started a lot of times on the back of our books, because the words listed back here will help us practice a little bit and probably read the inside of our book a little more smoothly. So we have the bike ride and the bear. Let's go ahead and start with the bike ride. Since I just read Bear on a Bike, we'll go ahead and start with that one. So if you have a highlighter or a pen, or if you want to pause the video again and go ahead and get one, I have orange here. And so just for practice, like we usually do, let's go ahead and highlight up here by the book number. What is our purpose of reading today? What are we really needing to practice today? So it would be the ending ER on words. So go ahead and highlight that up at the top of your book, and then flip your whole book over. And let's go ahead and practice these words on the back. So we have a list here. Let's read the top row going across. Okay, so read with me on the video. Ready? Go. Faster, louder, shorter, steeper, harder, quicker, smarter. So we would know the ER was added to those words because the base words are fast, loud, short, steep, hard, quick, smart. Those are the base words. And when we add ER on a base word, we are making that word a comparing word. So we could say, I ride my bike faster than my brother. Okay, we shouldn't just say, I ride my bike faster, because faster than what? When we add that ER, we're making a comparison with one other person, or we're comparing two things. So I could compare myself, but I'm comparing two different times in my life. So I would say, I ride my bike faster in town than I do on the gravel roads by my house. So I'm comparing two things when I add the ER ending on a base word. I could say harder. It is harder teaching on a computer than it is teaching kids when we're together in school. So I'm comparing teaching on a computer and teaching in school when we are physically together. Okay, so let's just remember that as we're reading. And this is very important practice too. So I want you guys to just know that if your mom or dad, whoever is helping you during homeschooling at this time, if they say, have you done any reading today? And you say, no, I haven't gotten to it. If you read these words on the back, then that is good enough practice for one setting. Okay, we don't need to read the whole story and all these words every single day. If you choose this list of words to read on the back, then say, you know what, I did practice today and I did a pretty good job. If the words are pretty hard for you, if you feel like you need to sound them out all the time, every time you read, or you need somebody's help every time you read, then you might want to go through them more than once in one day. But if you feel like you're getting pretty confident, then maybe the next day, if you're doing your schedule and you say, oh, I haven't done any reading, then maybe the next day you go, oh, I've read that book, so I'll read that one again. And then you wouldn't have to read the words on the back. However you want to practice reading, but we should practice every single day, because reading is great for our brains, and practice makes progress, and we know it's fun to be smart. Okay, so are you ready on the bike ride? That looks pretty fun, doesn't it? So our characters are a sheep and a horse. So if we want to do a quick little picture walk through our book before we get started, that's a great way to even feel like you're doing better at the book, because you can predict things, events, or you can even get some of your words from the pictures, can't you? So on page 1, we have the horse and the sheep. I think they're sweating. I think it's probably a pretty warm day. We've had some warm days lately, haven't we? And the day that I am taping this video, I keep hearing on the news that we're having some winter weather coming back tomorrow. So good thing they're getting their bike ride out of the way today, because tomorrow won't be such a nice day. And I can tell they're going uphill, which is a little bit harder. Might be another reason they're sweating. Let's not read yet. We're just talking about the pictures. So go ahead and turn so you can see page 2 and 3. So I see that they've decided to stop and have a snack. They parked by a tree so they could be in some shade, having a rest. I see sheep is enjoying a snack, and horse looks a little stressed out. So I'm not sure, besides when I look at his face, he sees maybe some danger up there in the tree. Maybe after some consideration, they decided, this tree might not have been the best place to stop for a rest. All right, now he must have told sheep over here, uh-oh. So sheep is looking up too. Yeah, there's a beehive. Oh my goodness, this isn't a happy ending to this story. Oh, I hope they run faster than the bees are able to fly. There we go, faster. So I'm comparing the sheep and horse as a team to the bees as a team, faster. Okay, hey, let's get started. All right, here we go. So if you want to just listen the first time you can, I think we could probably read together. You guys will be good at these. Here we go. Ready? Read. The bike ride. Sheep and mule went on a bike ride. They rode for miles. No wonder they're sweating. The hills got steeper than they were before. Okay. The ride was getting harder compared to how it was before. Let's rest next to that tree, said Sheep. Go ahead and grab your highlighters. Let's find our ER words again that we read right here. Steeper, harder. Those words we are highlighting because it matches the skill that we're practicing, the ER as an ending to a base word. All right, when you're ready, page 2. Okay, here we go. Read. Mule and sheep ate peaches. Oh, that's a healthy snack. They had tea. Then Mule jumped up. I see a big hive, said Mule. No ER words on there, but there are word endings that are important that we pay attention to, not just ER. Do you see some endings on base words that are important? Peach, es, meaning plural, more than one. And think about jump, jumped. What does that ED mean? ED means it happened in the past. So as a verb, it happened in the past. Ate means that it happened in the past. Had, T, means it happened in the past. All right, let's continue on to page 3. Ready? Read. Buzz, buzz. What do we see next to our tree? Said the bees. The bees buzzed louder. Louder than what? Louder than they were before. Ready? On page 4. The bees dived down. Oh boy. They went faster and faster. But mule and sheep ran quicker. Good, that's what I was worried about when we were predicting. I sure hope sheep and mule can run faster than the bees, and they are. Good thing. We will be smarter next time, said sheep. We will take a shorter bike ride. Well, I don't know if a shorter bike ride is what they need to do. They just need to be careful next time they stop for their picnic. Okay, what words do you see with the ER ending? Go ahead and highlight them. Did you find 5 words with the ER ending? Very good. So we see other endings on base words. Dived, that means past tense word. That's all I guess I see there. All right, got one book done. Go ahead and close that, set that to the side, and find your story called The Bear. So I'll tell you a little story while you're finding your next book. I got this bear as a gift from all the teachers at the school. Many years ago, I had been doing something, some kind of work. I don't even remember what it was, but I hurt my back very badly. So I kind of just limped around. I kept coming to school, but I kind of just limped around and really babied my back. Well, then one night I was working late at school and I thought, I just don't like how my room is arranged. It was so crowded. So I thought, I'm going to move some things around. Well, I shouldn't have done that because I hurt my back even worse. And one morning I could not even get out of bed. That's how bad my back hurt. So I went to the hospital and had to have some physical therapy. Anyway, long story short, my husband comes to visit me the next day in the hospital, and look what was here with a big bouquet of flowers. So my back sure still hurt, but you know what? I just felt so much better because I knew that people were missing me. So I've always kept this bear because it's just so special to me because it's from all my teacher friends at school. So he's one of my favorites that I'll probably keep for a long time. And I named him Cooper, and I don't even know where I got that name. Just came into my head, but isn't he a cutie, and he's so soft? Okay. Now, when we do a picture walk through this story, I want you to be thinking in your head, could this be real? A real story, so it's nonfiction, or is it not real? This book is not real. This is made up. I've never seen a mule and a sheep on a bike, and I probably never will see something like that. These are drawings, and usually we know right away if we see photographs that that is probably a nonfiction book. But this one is full of drawings, and I want to take some time and look at the pictures in our books, and then I want you to decide, is that a nonfiction book or is it fake? Is it fiction, we would call it. So let's just take a quick look. I see a bear reaching up and pulling a branch down to eat berries, so I would ask myself, first of all, do bears live where there would be berries? Sure, they do live in the forest area. Can bears reach up so they can get their food easier? Probably. I've seen bears stand up on their hind legs. So far, I think that picture is pretty true for our world. I see a bear sleeping. It looks like this could be the entrance to a cave or some type of den, some type of protective area. So could a bear sleep in a cave? What do you guys think? Yeah, I think so too. Oh my goodness. Do bears have little babies that look like the mama bear? Yeah, that animal group is called mammals. If a full-grown mama mammal has a baby, then the baby looks a lot like what the parent is. So far, all of our pictures have been true. Are you thinking fiction or nonfiction? I'm thinking nonfiction, that it's a true story. This could be. Okay, so now we see that the weather sure looks nice. Mama bear's taking babies out for their first experience in the world. They're sticking pretty close to her. They still need her. Okay, a nonfiction book. This is going to be a true story about bears. So let's go ahead and look at our words on the back. So it says target skill, adding ER. Ready to read? Go. Cooler, deeper, faster, shorter, thicker. I hope you guys are finding time to get outside. Hasn't the weather been nice? In the mornings, I try to get outside for a little bit, and I needed my winter coat this morning, and I forgot gloves. Whew, my hands were pretty chilly, but I was just outside a little bit ago and oh, it is just beautiful out there. Okay, let's read together. Do you have your highlighter ready? You can go ahead and pause if you need to find a highlighter. A pen works just fine too. We're looking for words as we read that have the ER ending. So now I should clarify that. I just thought of something. So I'll give you a word that has a ER ending. Here's a word that has an ER ending. But is that ER added to a base word? No. That's not a word, right? So the ER is part of the word in this case, okay? So when I said that just now, we're looking for ER endings. We want to make sure that there's a base word. Here's an ER ending, okay? The word is other. Is that a base word? Of? No. All right, so what I meant by that is let's find words that an ER is added to a base word. So if we took the ER off, we would still have a word, a real word. So I just wanted to clarify that because that sounded confusing when I said it. Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. Cooper's ready. He's going to sit up high so he can read with us, maybe. This is a lot to hold. Okay, here we go. The bear. The brown bear smells the wind. That's interesting. Do you ever smell the wind? So if you're camping, this is a great example. If you're camping and the people down 5 or 6 campers from you have started their grill, and that smoke coming off the grill smells so yummy. So that would be like smelling the wind. Sometimes if there's a forest fire, you can smell the smoke in the wind, can't you? And you can tell something is burning. If you live out in the country and your neighbor is burning some garbage, sometimes that smells. If you live by a busy road, you might say, oh my gosh, someone hit a skunk or someone scared a skunk. So that would be called smelling the wind. Okay, all right. Anyway, here we go. Sorry, Cooper, you can't. There we go. That might work better. Okay. Sorry, let's start over. The brown bear smells the wind. Winter is on its way. The bear eats a lot. She stores fat. Her fur grows thicker. So we know that with all kinds of animals, any animal that is living outside and needs more protection when it's cold and when the wind is blowing, their fur automatically gets thicker. So same obviously with a bear, because we just read that, but that just really makes sense. Okay, so I'm looking for ER endings. The first word I get to is winter. There's an ER ending. So then I would ask myself, is wint a word? No. So the ER ending is not an added ending, so we don't want to highlight that one. Thicker. That's our only one. If we take the ER off, guys, what is our base word? Thick. We can use the word thick as a word without the ER in a different way. Okay? So thicker would be the only word we would highlight because it's added to our base word. Page 2. Ready? Read. Days grow shorter. The land is cooler. The bear crawls in her den and sleeps. Snow piles up deeper and deeper. So we have shorter, cooler, deeper, deeper. So like I talked before, when we add an ER onto a base word, we are comparing. So the days grow shorter. Shorter than what? Shorter than the days are in other seasons. Shorter than the days were a month ago. That phrase also means every day is 24 hours. Okay, we can't make a day shorter. What this means is the daylight. The daylight is shorter, not the day. Every day has 24 hours. It doesn't matter what season you are in. Every day has 24 hours. So that sentence, days grow shorter, it means daylight. It gets darker faster. So how about cooler? The land is cooler. What are we comparing? The land is cooler than what? Cooler than it was in another season. Yeah. So if it's fall, right here, the days are cooler than the days were in summer. Snow piles up deeper and deeper. Deeper than what? Deeper than before it snowed, or deeper than the snowfall last night. We're going to find out just tomorrow how deep the snow gets, deeper and deeper. So comparing. Page 3. The bear's cubs are born in the winter. The mother feeds them. She keeps them warm. So here we are again with our ER ending on winter. I hope you don't highlight that. Winter, if we take that off, is wint as a base word, and that's not a base word. The ER on winter is part of the base word. All right. And same on mother. Okay, that's the whole word, mother. All right. Fun. Those baby bears born outside with their mother. She does have to keep them warm. She's a big, furry mama bear, and she would keep them warm for sure. Last page. At last it is spring. The bear takes her cubs out of the den. She is slow at first. Then she goes faster. She looks for food as the cubs play. Go ahead and highlight the word you think has an ER at the end of a base word. Did you highlight faster? If you did, you are correct. What is the base word on faster? It would be fast, fast. Now tell me why the mom is so slow when she first crawls out of the den. Think about that. If you're watching with mom or dad or an older brother or sister, go ahead and tell each other, why is she slow at first when she comes out of the den? I'm going to visit with Cooper about that. So Cooper, the mom has been in her den or her cave all winter, and she even had her babies in there. So she's been laying down or sleeping and kind of cramped up in her den all winter because that was the safest place to have her babies. So after sleeping so long, her muscles are kind of weak and she just has to stretch them out. So it's kind of like when you and I wake up in the morning, we have to kind of stretch, and I walk very slowly to my coffee pot to start the coffee going. And then after we've been up for a while and our muscles get all stretched out and we really wake up, then we can move faster. Did you guys have a little chat, something like that? That because she's been laying down and sleeping for so long, that she just has to get, stretch and get her body all back in shape again, because she has spent a very long time in that den. Here's a good word. What do you call it when an animal sleeps for a very long time like that? Sometimes they never wake up, and sometimes they wake up, but they don't stay awake for a long time. So do you remember the name of that word? Or that word, it starts with a H. Did you say hibernate? Yeah. So, wow, I liked that story. That was interesting. And remember at the beginning, she knows when the temperatures start getting colder that she needs to eat more and more because she won't have a lot to eat in the winter. So she makes herself very, very chubby. And then as she sleeps, her body feeds off that fat, helps keep her alive, and then it makes good food for the babies too, helps her body make food for the babies. Well, guys, that's the end of our first set of videos to read our books together. And I hope you tune in for the rest of our books. And if you don't see your books on my YouTube channel yet, just keep checking, because I'll be working on those and making more and more videos. Just remember to keep on reading, even if you're just reading the word lists on the back, or you want to read the whole story, or maybe you have a favorite book at home and you would rather read that today instead of one of your numbered books that was in your packet. I am A-okay with that. Anything that makes our brains work and remember reading. So take care of yourselves, and I sure miss you guys. See you again soon on another video.